Guys, welcome back once again to MCL, Mr. Candy Boy. Mr. Candy is back here once again, guys. I want to apologize to you guys for a little bit delay of posting video. It has been a really rough time for me. I've been doing a lot of works to bring things back to normal, but things hasn't worked out. But I thank God that this present camera is working fine, and let's pray it continues. So, guys, without wasting much of your time, today is the 31st, and I'm bringing something different to you guys. And the title of this video is 10 dumbest or dumb best criminal caught on social medias. One thing is to commit crime, another thing is to go ahead and post it on social media. Come on, are you that dumb? People don't think sometimes, I don't know, how you be doing something wrong and think that by posting it on social media to boast about it will make it well, or people will clap for you, you know. And these are a lot of bunch of dudes that make just such mistakes. Can't they just learn, enjoy, and have fun at the same time? And here we go.
Justice for months, years, or even a lifetime. Others, not so much. Even those who break the law can fall victim to the powerful urge to share their lives online, overriding their common sense completely. Today, we'll be looking at 10 of the dumbest criminals who were caught thanks to social media. In March 2012, incompetent criminal Michael Baker came upon an unattended police cruiser in Jenkins, Kentucky. While most people would simply walk on by, 20-year-old Baker took a different approach. He grabbed a gas can, stuck a siphon hose into the car, and had his girlfriend Joanne Sendelin snap a charming photo as he brandished his middle finger.
Oh my God.
The fun could have ended there, but Baker went one step further, proudly posting the photo to his Facebook account. Along with friends and family, Jenkins police officials also saw the picture, and Baker was consequently arrested and charged with theft by unlawful taking.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know how dumb someone would be to go this length after committing the crime. You took a picture or make a video of it and post it on social media. Boy, police are watching. They are watching. Everybody's watching. People are watching, bro. You're not supposed to be doing such a thing.
Baker explained to local media outlets that there was hardly any fuel in the squad car, and the whole exercise was intended only as a joke. He told TV station WYMT
when you sleep on
he was just standing there and thought it would be funny to take a picture and then post it on Facebook.
I believe now it's funny.
Added,
I guess it's funny
we're
now.
Sorry, but it was just a joke. I mean, if we was going to steal gas, we wouldn't put it nationwide on Facebook. We don't steal anyway, but we're sorry. Police Chief Alan Borms told media that if Baker was willing to steal from the police, he'd steal from just about anybody. Despite his impressive explanation and his girlfriend's heartfelt apology, Baker spent the night in jail as a result of this photo opportunity. After he was released, he got right back on social media, posting, "Just got out of jail. Yeah, LOL. I went to jail over Facebook."
Oh man, some dude are funny, you know. He keep posting and keeping updates. Now he's maybe he's a celebrity now, you know. He's documenting his life on the television, on social media.
Sounds like he learned his lesson, right? Kevin Gaines Jr. of DeLand, Florida was a wanted man in November 2019. The 20-year-old was sought by police on several charges: possession of a firearm by a delinquent, grand theft auto, criminal mischief, and having no valid driver's license. He was also considered armed and dangerous. You'd think with that list, Gaines would want to keep a low profile. Think again. After successfully evading authorities for about a month, Gaines made an interesting decision on December 26th. He went live on Instagram. Little did he know, a police deputy had spotted the car Gaines had stolen parked at a house on Beresford Avenue in DeLand. As Gaines broadcast to his Instagram account inside the house, a group of police officers was gathering outside, with the live feed confirming Gaines's location.
You know, later he will say that someone snitched on him. Actually, he was the snitching. He snitched on himself. You know, he wrote himself out. Oh my
Then
God.
get to the house. He just shut his live off until the cops are here.
When Deputy Billy Levin shone a spotlight into the window of the home, the light was visible in the Instagram video, which ended rather suddenly when Gaines realized he'd been caught.
And it
Now you
ended.
can tell him to either come
Live
on
video.
out, or we're gonna run a search warrant. We'll go in and get him. Yeah, he was on a live video, and as soon as he saw the blue lights, he shut the live video off, and they said, "Man, hurry up, cuz they're here."
Hope he's not being shot, please.
Ground now.
Oh, thank God.
Ground now. Get on the ground. You want to secure this house? Because we got a gun in here.
Gaines surrendered to the authorities, who found 3 firearms inside the house, plus 1 underneath a car in the driveway.
Wow.
He was successfully arrested on the mini.
Wow. He wrote himself out. There are guns in the house, and we should be careful what we post and what we live stream on the social media. Not only for when you committed a crime, even when you're good, there are some things you may put out there that will attract the wrong people to your place. You know, there are things you may put. There are things you're supposed to keep for yourself. You know, smoking and some other things. And being a criminal, you're not broadcasting your life. You know, giving them the direction, leading them to your house, forgetting that that Facebook have GPS that tracks, that says where you are, where you are. That is why that sometimes that the places you will go in, and when you are done with that, Google, there's a Google that will pump up on your phone and say, can you rate here? You went there, you are here. Sometimes you're not even there, you are close to that place. You know, so guys, let's be smart. Let's use our IQ. Let's be sensitive. We shouldn't put everything out that is not supposed to be there. Not just for the criminals, for the regular guys, you know. Be
Any
safe, guys.
charges he had racked up before giving himself up on Instagram.
Facebook phone.
British man Michael Ruse was on trial for assault in June 2012. The 21-year-old was accused of violently attacking his friend's father using a baseball bat and a baton, and he had entered a not guilty plea. Being tried for a crime is pretty stressful, but Ruse wasn't worried about being convicted. In fact, as the trial progressed, he was so convinced that he'd be found not guilty that he shared his high hopes on his Facebook account. Ruse did use a pseudonym on Facebook, posting under the name Michael Miles,
Oh, he
but
changed
that
his
didn't
name.
protect him from the consequences of his foolish words.
At the end,
Throughout his 2-week trial,
he used a different
shared
name. At the end of the day, it's his pictures that is there. You know.
hymns like, "Nearly time to leave for Crown and see the stuck-up judge." But the stupidest moment of all
Bro,
came when
that
Ruse
should be stupid, you know. This guy, the judge, whoever the judge is, female or male, is the one that will determine where you go, where you spend the rest of your life. And you're tweeting out such thing, or not tweeting, they're all social media, posting on Facebook, going to, oh, come on. I have to be careful, boys.
shared an update that said,
And guess-
"Another week at court." A friend commented on the status asking about his case, and Ruse unbelievably responded, "Yeah, I think I got away with it, to be honest."
Oh my
He
God.
even managed
Oh my God. Guy, this guy has put out a confession. This is a confession. Yeah, I think I get away with it, to be honest. Which means, read between the lines, which means he committed the crime he's been tried. Yeah. Let's continue,
to
guys.
spell got. 6 people liked this incredibly foolish status update, but one of Ruse's Facebook friends with a taste for justice printed the evidence and got it into the hands of prosecutors. Since he had been caught essentially confessing to the crime,
Yeah.
Ruse had almost no choice but to change his plea.
This is what I said. This is what I
Ian
said.
Pearson,
This is what I
the
said.
judge-
He has already confessed to the crime, which means he did what he was being tried on. But he went and put out a full confession on the Facebook. This is why you should be careful of what you put out there. Let's assume let's assume maybe he how will I say it? He put out this post wrongly. Maybe he's not the one. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's guilty or not guilty. Let's just say he's innocent. But he tried to communicate to people. You know, sometimes that's why there are things you put out there, there are things you don't put out there. You may end up putting yourself in more problem. Using that word, I think I get away with it. Means even if you're not the one that committed it, it just means that you really did committed this thing or whichever thing you're being tried for. Come on.
Presiding over
Be
the
careful,
case
guys.
told Ruse, "You pleaded guilty partway through the trial only really because you were stupid enough to put on Facebook what amounted to a full confession." Ruse was sentenced to 46 weeks in prison for the assault. After the incident, Ruse's attorney told the media that the young man needs help with regards to thinking skills.
Exactly.
That sounds like a serious
Right.
understatement. Florida resident Whitney Beal made a very dangerous decision in October 2015. After a night of partying, she drove home drunk. But Beal didn't stop at just one stupid choice. She also decided to use the
Oh
Periscope
my
app
God.
to live stream.
Oh my God, you are drunk, you are driving. Even for driving and streaming is actually an offense. When you hold it on your hand, maybe you hang it on your dashboard, that's a different case. For using your phone driving is an offense. Now, she is drunk. Let's just watch and see what happened here, shall
Her reckless journey. Beal can be heard on the video declaring,
If you're not new, I'm driving home drunk.
She's even saying that she's driving and she's drunk. Meaning someone can easily call a police on her that so that she won't put other people in danger. You know?
Let's see.
See one of the comments here. Say, well, at least I know the number for 911 there. He's going to say, pray that the city. He didn't finish his statement. WTF. Don't drive if you're a drunk woman. Exactly. And not only that she's driving when she's drunk, she is procrastinating, telling the guys, arrest me, I am drunk. Oh my God. What are ties is from? Obafo. Come on. Take a subway. Take something home. Don't drive when you're drunk.
USA people. Let's see if I can get I don't care what.
amid the sound of fellow drivers honking at Beal, she noticed how many viewers were tuning in to her bad idea, saying,
57 people. Oh my God.
And she's happy. She's getting more viewers. You know.
I didn't know I'd get this many people. I am super drunk in the USA. The light is red. I promise.
But don't worry, Beal obviously had safety on her mind too. She told her shocked Periscope viewers,
It's not fun. Driving drunk.
Man, she knew what she's doing. She knows it's not cool and she's still driving drunk. Come
is
on.
not cool.
some of those watching the video feed called 911, and a Lakeland police officer was able to locate Beal's car by logging into the live stream. She was pulled over and arrested after failing a field sobriety test. On the way to the police station, Beal reportedly threw up in the back of the cruiser. Whitney Beal pleaded no contest to a charge of driving under the influence. She was sentenced in February 2016 to 12 months of probation, alcohol evaluation and treatment, a 10-day impound of her vehicle, and a 6-month suspension of her license. These are standard consequences for drunk driving. But Beal was also sentenced to 150 hours of community service and 10 days of weekend work release as a result of her decision to publicize her poor choices.
Let's see if I can get
Not only is she drunk, she's not supposed to be driving while drunk. And she is broadcasting it. Listen, I love that at the end of the day she's being caught. Not because I support that she should be caught, but in the sense that if she had gone free court from this, other teenagers, other people may think, that's cool, let me do something. You know, that is comish. I don't know how to say it. Let's just, don't drive when you're drunk, guys.
29-year-old Orlando Henderson began working at Wells Fargo in Charlotte, North Carolina in April of 2019. By December of the same year, he would be arrested in San Diego on suspicion of stealing almost $90,000 from the bank after his own social media posts helped alert authorities to his crimes. Within just 2 months of starting his job at Wells Fargo, Henderson began using his access to the bank vault to steal money from customer deposits. He pocketed cash on nearly 20 separate occasions,
Wow.
starting small with a theft of $446 and working his way up to higher amounts. On July 15, 2019, he took a whopping $13,450 from the vault.
What is he thinking? Did he thought that those money has no account? No one is keeping account of what is happening. What will happen when those people need their money? Or when at the end of the year, when they do calculation of the year, they will definitely find out. And not only that, he's even flashing the cash on the social media.
Henderson was not only pocketing money, but also covering up his theft by falsifying bank documents, creating fake deposit tickets, and making false entries. He was very careful to hide his illegal activity at the bank itself, but it was another story completely when it came to Henderson's social media accounts. Henderson was not shy when it came to bragging about his finances online. Over the summer of 2019, he uploaded photos of himself holding impressive stacks of cash.
So what do you
He
do?
also shared pictures of a Mercedes-Benz he had purchased using a $20,000 cash.
So what do you do that you can buy have such a money? You know, what is your income? And now you're flashing it on Facebook. You know, have to think, how to be smart. You bought a car 20,000 and you posted it on oh, come on. Guys are watching, guy. You have to calculate, what is my income?
Down payment. This suspicious activity, along with large ATM deposits, attracted the attention of investigators, leading to Henderson's eventual arrest. The charges against Henderson included financial institution fraud, 19 counts of theft, embezzlement, and misapplication, and 12 counts of making false entries. In a deal with prosecutors, he pleaded guilty to bank fraud and transactional money laundering on March 20th, 2020. Henderson appeared to have aspirations as a rap artist and often used the nickname AC Foes online. Ironically, he'd adopted the catchphrase, "Ain't Wit Bein' Broke."
I guess now he's broke.
In March 2015, Andrew Dale Markham had an experience on Facebook that most of us never will. He came across his own wanted photos. The Butler County, Ohio Sheriff's Office had posted photos of 21-year-old Markham to their Facebook page in an effort to track him down.
Update wanted for assault, abduction, and burglar. Say do not approach caller 11. Immediately name, blah blah blah, age. Okay, let's see where this is going.
Several outstanding warrants on Markham, including for assault, abduction, and burglary, which is why so many people were surprised when he used his personal Facebook account to comment on the post. Somehow not realizing that it was a bad idea to
Oh my God. You know, I was laughing at the previous guys that did some foolish things, but this one is on. The other guy was here, his own is here. What? Come on, what are you thinking? Do you think that no one is watching, bro? You have to be smart. Come on.
Himself on a post identifying him as a criminal suspect, Markham commented, "I ain't tripping. Half of them don't even know me." The sheriff's office wasted no time in responding.
I ain't tripping. He's not afraid. Half of them don't even know me. What do you think? Yeah, okay. The sheriff department replied, "If you could stop by the sheriff's office, that would be great." Hey, he doesn't want to ask.
could stop by the sheriff's office,
Oh my
that'd be
God.
great. Hey, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Ask.
A neighboring county's police department even joined in on the absurd comment thread asking Markham to please stay in Butler County.
Oh my
Then
God.
Butler County Sheriff Richard K. Jones brought Twitter into the mix, tweeting a picture of a jail cell with the message, "Hey Andrew Markham, we've got your room ready."
I love this, man. We got your room, and it's a clean room, man, with your TV up there. Bro, we got your hotel. It's a hotel, a lodge for a certain period of time for you ready. Oh my God.
The interactions went viral, with many pointing out how foolish it was for a wanted
Very,
man
very
to
foolish.
publicly communicate with law enforcement.
Oh my God.
It didn't take Markham long to realize he was in over his head.
Oh my God.
The 21-year-old turned himself
Oh my
in.
God,
The
guys.
sheriff's office updated their interested followers with the news.
I love this picture. Look at the face. Now he's crying. It was funny earlier. Now look at this face, bro. Is it funny now? it was funny earlier, but now everything has changed.
Andrew Dale Markham will be off Facebook temporarily because there is no social media access in the Butler County Jail. He's turned himself in. Thanks to our Facebook and Twitter friends for helping turn up the heat. Despite his bravado on Facebook, Markham didn't hold up so well in real life, judging by his tear-stained face in his mugshot.
That's what I was laughing at. Oh my God. Excuse me. He was a top guy earlier. When he's been caught, his face changed, his face expression changed, and he was crying. For God's sake. OMG.
Melina Roberge and Isabel Legace took a big risk when they embarked on an Instagram-worthy vacation, and they paid a big price. In 2016, the pair of Canadian women boarded the MSC Princess for a 7-week cruise, traveling from Britain to Ireland, the United States, Bermuda, Colombia, Panama, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, and Australia. But thanks to a tip-off, when the ship docked in Sydney on August 28th, police dogs discovered 35 kilos of cocaine stashed in suitcases in their cabin. Including the drugs found elsewhere on the ship, the entire haul was worth around $16 million.
Wow.
Roberge had been approached to take the extensive
Now,
trip.
I want to say something, This is why you shouldn't envy anybody. You saw a lot of people on social media been to this place, ate breakfast in Greece, lunch in Dubai, in the evening dinner in New York, in social places, and you're like, oh man, when will my life be like this? Some of them are being used, or they are doing other things that you don't know about. So just enjoy your life, bro. Be content with what you have, and inspired to grow. Yeah, be content with whatever you have, but inspired to grow. Do more, grow, which is cool, which is awesome, and I love that. But at the same time, bro, be careful who you look up to, who you have sleepless nights over what they have achieved or what they are working on. You don't know what they are doing behind the picture that is being put up on social media. Look at them, bro.
By a wealthy Canadian man she would not identify, but called her sugar daddy. They'd met in 2015 when Roberge began working as an escort for the man, and he had offered her the free vacation in May 2016. Not only would she not have to pay for travel, she'd be given spending money and an additional sum when she got home. Roberge would be a decoy. She'd room with Legace, who was on the trip to pay off a debt of her own. Their job was to look pretty and throw off any suspicion about the drug smuggling that was the true purpose of the cruise. Roberge assumed the amount of drugs being moved would be small, a few kilos at most. The money and the travel were enticing, but even more attractive was the opportunity to fill her Instagram account with photos of her luxury journey. And the Instagram content was impressive. The Australian tabloids dubbed the beautiful Roberge and Legace cocaine babes, and the lifestyle they documented on social media did seem lavish indeed. They shared photos from the luxury cruise ship and from the exotic destinations where it stopped: New York, French Polynesia, Peru, the Caribbean. 2 days before the ship arrived in Sydney, the women's luggage was stuffed with cocaine by others involved in the crime.
Wow.
They were told to pass through customs with the drugs, but they never had the chance. In April 2018, Roberge was sentenced to 8 years in Australian prison for her part in the smuggling attempt.
Wow.
Lagace was sentenced in November to 7.5 years. Both women are likely to spend 4 years and 9 months there before being deported back to Canada. Their fellow Canadian smuggler, 65-year-old Andre Tammen, was sentenced to 8 years as well.
Oh, this is the sugar daddy. You know, this is it. These are guys that stay in the background, and you see all these young men, young guys. I'm not saying if you, yeah, sometimes people borrow things. That one is okay. Borrow things, flash on the line, and if you want to get people's attention, maybe you want to build an influencer, you know, all these influencers you see online, most of them are doing legit things. Some of them are into borrowing things just to grow their followers. From there, they become a brand. They become a brand ambassador. They start making money, which is cool. Which is cool. But going over or envying the other person because he or she is doing more, looking more sexy, guys, it's just a photo. It's just a photo. You don't know what happens when that camera is turned off. Let's be careful. Let's be warned. You know.
What's the first thing a thief does when he successfully pulls off a job? In the case of this gang, the answer is sharing the evidence on Instagram.
God.
In November 2019,
God.
a group of young men who stole luxury cars in Leeds, England, decided they should brag about their crimes on social media.
God.
They created an Instagram account called Mr. Dingers and began posting photos and videos of themselves posing with the stolen
Oh
vehicles.
my God.
The thieves took care to hide their identities, even while publicizing their illegal activity.
Look at. Look at. He said he robbed the bus plate. Come on. Come on. Look at this case.
Burglars from the ends. Little legends. Oh no.
Oh my God. What's that? Oh. After robbing, after the burgling, they start pouring drinks. Oh, come on. And documenting it and putting it on Instagram for people to have a laugh over. And this is when they are picking the door.
21-year-old
That-
Frankie Allwork
They are picking the door and covering everything.
shared a photo of himself in front of a stolen Audi A6 worth nearly $85,000. His face obscured by an emoji. 20-year-olds James Holroyd and Bryn Carey posed in similar pictures and a video shared on January 7th, 2020, where they drove the stolen Audi.
Come on. And they have their tools. Everything.
That video alone garnered more than 30,000 views. Unfortunately for these young men, the West Yorkshire police were already hard at work investigating a series of car thefts in the area that had taken place over a period of several months.
Wow.
When CCTV footage captured Allwork tossing a cigarette butt into some bushes, investigators were able to retrieve it and test it for DNA, which broke the case wide open in February 2020.
Because they documented
Once
it.
the trio were
They
in
smoke and
custody,
throw it out and the camera
police
caught it.
also
And they
found
posted
the
it.
original incriminating photo of Allwork, with his face clearly visible on one of their mobile phones. It's hard to argue your innocence when you document.
No way. No way. Even there will be no debate on the court. Just plead guilty and face the crime or whatever, or take a plea deal. I thought there's no plea deal. Is this? The case is wide open. You know, it's wide
the
open.
crime yourself. All three Instagrammers admitted to burglary and theft charges in Leeds Crown Court. Allwork was sentenced to 4 years and 6 months, Holroyd to 34 months, and Carey to 32 months. Perhaps social media fame isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Wow.
In May 2015, 23-year-old Dominic Antonio Alfonseca robbed a bank in Virginia Beach. He walked into the establishment, handed the teller a note demanding cash, received it, and left. At this point, most thieves would be satisfied with a job well done. But Alfonseca didn't stop there. Within 20 minutes of the robbery he just pulled off, he managed to share a photo and video evidence of the act on his Instagram account.
Oh my God. Even when he was given the piece of paper, he was documenting it. He was, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Guys can be crazy. Where are we going? Where is this world going to? These kids of these days, I don't know what they are thinking. Boy.
Alfonseca posted 2 videos of the robbery itself, plus a picture of the note he'd handed to the teller. It read, "I need 150,000 bands right now. Please. Police take 3 to 4 minutes to get here. I would appreciate if you ring the alarm a minute after I'm gone. Make sure the money doesn't blow up on my way out." When asked about his Instagram activity, Alfonseca claimed that he wanted the police to know that he wasn't armed, and of course, he wanted to share what he was doing. An aspiring rapper, Alfonseca was also looking to gain followers on the platform, hoping a big name in the music industry might see his posts.
This is the problem people are having, just to get fame, just to grow a social media name, or I don't know how to say it. You start doing some dumb, stupid things, you know?
Police located and arrested Alfonseca with a gym bag full of the stolen cash less than half an hour after the crime. He later admitted that he'd asked the teller for money and then took it from the bank, but suggested he wasn't guilty of robbery because he'd asked politely.
A robbery is demanding, going and demanding something and taking the money or whatever like that. I didn't do that.
Regardless of this bulletproof
You know,
logic,
you know why this is funny is he made a statement in the paper and he read and he said, please, but it takes police 3 to 4 minutes to be here. Ring the alarm a minute after I am gone, which means it's a robbery. If you know that when this lady give you this money, police will come after you. That means you know what you're doing. Come on.
he was sentenced in 2016 to 2 years and 11 months in prison.
Wow. Wow.
"27-year-old Rashia Wilson was a typical mother of 3 who managed to steal an estimated $20 million from the IRS. In 2010, police in Tampa noticed a decrease in drug dealing in the city, which suggested a different kind of lucrative criminal activity had taken its place. That activity was tax fraud, as discovered in a 2-year multi-agency investigation. Scammers were using stolen social security numbers to file fraudulent tax returns.
Wow.
Wilson, rather than laying low and enjoying her profits, chose to fund a noticeably lavish lifestyle for
Wow.
herself and her children, share incriminating photos of herself
Oh my
holding
God.
huge
What do you
stacks
do?
of cash. And
What do you do? What is your business? You have to think about that. What is your business? When they ask this question, what do you do to make such amount of money? Come on, guys.
to proudly proclaim on Facebook that she was involved in the scam. Her incriminating post read, "I'm Rashia, the queen."
I'm Rashia, the queen of IRS tax fraud. I'm $1 million for the record. Come on, guys. So if you think indicating, oh my God, will be easy to come on. I promise you, you need more than black and white to hold me down. And that, guys,
Queen of IRS tax fraud.
man, I think this is one of the dumbest. This is the dumbest person in this particular video I'm reacting to this morning. Guys,
I'm a millionaire, for the record. So if you think indicting me will be easy, it won't, I promise you. You need more than black and white to hold me down. And that's to the rat who went and told. As if First Lady don't have the TPD under her spell. I run Tampa right now.
Oh my God.
As if this social media confession wasn't telling enough, police also discovered expensive designer items and an unusual number of security cameras at Wilson's home in Wimauma, Florida. Wilson pleaded guilty to wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. During her trial, she claimed her Facebook was hacked and that she didn't write the bragging status that sealed her fate. Despite
With
this
your picture.
flimsy excuse, she received a 21-year sentence in 2013 and was ordered to pay $3.1.
And you know, Americans don't play. When they want to sentence you, they don't play. If it is in this part of the world, in European, this may be like 5 years or 6 years or at most 10 years. But they will just hit you with years. This is just like a life sentence, 21 years. And she is to pay 3 point something million. Oh, come on.
$1 million in
Because of her stupidity. Just to be known, you know, just to be known.
restitution. After successfully appealing in 2014, Wilson was resentenced in 2015 to the same term. Which of these self-incriminating criminals do you think was the most foolish? Have you
Oh my God, guys! I want to thank you guys for sticking by me, and I want to give credit to Fact Function, you know, for this wonderful video they put together. 10 dumbest criminal caught on social media. Guys, you have to be safe. Be careful. Whatever you're doing, use your mind. Think about it before you take the step. You know, sometimes there are some things that sound good in our head until it comes out. So before you do that, on your own, practice, speak it out. Imagine what it will look like when it comes out. I love you guys. Stay safe and keep watching. Share my videos. Let's grow this channel. I love you guys. Stay blessed. And signing out, Mr. Candelord.